Welcome everybody to today's live with me, Gull Khan, and we're talking about the attitude for gratitude. For those of you who don't know me very well, I am a money mindset expert and I help entrepreneurs to break free from the limiting beliefs, to reverse their money shame and to blast through their money blocks so that they can live a life of unlimited abundance. So today we are talking about the attitude of gratitude and why that's so important. For those of you, hi Sophia. And for those of you joining me on either Instagram or in the Facebook group, say hello and show me who you are so I know who I'm speaking to, and let me know how best I can help you. And if you have any questions, do pop them into the comments box. I can see both of them and I'll be happy to help you. Okay, so let's start with, why is the attitude, I think most people know the fact that if you, to prosper in life, you have to develop this attitude of gratitude. Now, this cannot be emphasized enough from my experience and from the way I've done work and by what the kind of experience, hi Matty, the kind of experience that the kind of experience that I had with working with my clients. The people who benefit the most from my work, the people who actually prosper the most, are the ones who can the fastest and the quickest. Hi Sophia, hi Mandy, can actually develop this attitude of gratitude. The more rapidly you develop it, the more rapidly you adopt it, the more prosperity and more abundance flows to your life. As simple as that. That's hands down the rule, down to it. Now, let's go into why that happens. Now, before I give you my examples and new thought age, new science and new whatever, the psychology behind it and so forth. Hi Pam, let's talk about why this is so important and why is the attitude of gratitude. I love you too, my lovely. Hi Dina as well. Hi sweetie. So why is this attitude of gratitude so important, and why do we all need to develop it? Not just to prosper in our money, but also to prosper in our life generally, be in our finances, be in our relationships, be it in our health, be it in general well-being and so forth. The attitude of gratitude plays a vital part in every aspect of our life, and this is why it's the cornerstone of most religions. If you go to the Old Testament or you go to the New Testament, they talk about, there's many stories there. I can't think of the stories off the top of my hand, but I know for a fact that there's many stories there. There's verses there which say those who have will be given more. Okay, those who have not will be, what's given to them is taken away. So those who have and who show gratitude and who show appreciation for what they have will be given more. And those who have whatever they have and they lack, hi Lena, who lack the attitude, the attitude of gratitude, that will be taken away from them. That's from the Old Testament and the New Testament. Come back into the Quran itself. I know there's many verses that most of it is actually speaking to you about, they tells you again and again and again. There's so many examples where there's references made that, the God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, will help you, benefit you more, will give you more if you show gratitude. God likes gratitude and, so forth. Now, somebody who's an atheist or somebody who doesn't believe in religion. Hi, Rola, my lovely. Those who don't believe in a religion, who don't actually have such a strong faith, they can say, well, this is a very arrogant God. Why does God need you to show gratitude? It's a lot deeper than that. I'm going to show you how and why in a minute, okay? And I'm also going to give you today's exercise. I'm going to give you 10 exercises that you can do right now every single day to develop this muscle. Now, why do I call it muscle? Like everything we do, developing an attitude of gratitude, it requires a muscle power, okay? It does require you to have, hi, Melanie, my lovely. Hi, Charles. For you to develop this attitude of gratitude is actually a muscle, like everything else. Okay, it is a muscle. The more you practice it, the better you become at it, and the better you become at it, the quicker and the faster the things you desire will come to you. And I'm going to tell you in a bit why. Okay, so you have a pen and paper handy, and you want to note these down. I made my notes beforehand, so just so I don't forget. Okay, so I have made my notes to show, to remind myself of the 10 exercises, because I sat down and thought, what is the best way for you to develop this attitude of gratitude? You can do it over a period of time, or you can cut the shortcut and do all these exercises together cumulatively, and you can develop it very quickly. The idea behind this is you should have this attitude of gratitude every second of every day, if possible. Okay, I understand that you're not going to be developing, you're not going to be able to have it 100% of the time, but if you can adopt this 80-20 rule, even the 70-30 rule, if you can be present and if you can be in a state of gratitude 70 to 80% of the time, I guarantee your life will turn around like this. Okay, things which you're stressed about, things which are causing concern, the things which you're attracting to yourself by staying in this state of anxiety will transform rapidly when you get into this attitude of gratitude. Why? Because you cannot be in a state of gratitude and fearful at the same time. It's just not possible. You cannot be smiling and at the same time really, really angry at the same time. Obviously, you can have a fake smile, but for you to be genuinely happy, yes, you can have tears of joy, but for you to be genuinely happy is something different, okay? You cannot have two things together. You cannot be in a state of gratitude and be anxious and be afraid and be worried at the same time. It just doesn't happen that way, okay? This is the reason why, and this is why this is so important for you to... Hi Melanie, hi Charles, for you to develop this attitude of gratitude. Okay, so that's okay. We know that developing this attitude is really, really important. I've given a small symbolism from religious context. I'm not going to go more into it. I don't promote. By the way, I'm going to give my disclaimer. I am Muslim and I do believe in divinity in one form, but I don't advocate divine source energy in any form at all. Whatever religion, whatever, even if you don't believe in any form of divinity, is entirely up to you. I believe that everyone should believe in divine source energy. There's one element which we can get positivity from, so you can connect to the universe and connect to the world around you. I don't advocate any particular religion at all. So I've just given you the Old Testament and New Testament and references from Islam, just to to give you the fact that this attitude of gratitude has been propagated and has been spoken about and talked about from thousands of years, and it's not a new one, okay? And it's not something that the New Age thought or the New Scientology or I've come up with. It's something that has a lot of religious context behind it, and there's scientific proof behind it too. So that's my disclaimer for religious things. Now, secondly, I'm just going to give you a quick tip about law of attraction and why is it so important. Now, we all know this, and I'm not going to go into too much detail either. Law of attraction means you attract to yourself whatever you send out. Okay, pretty much in a nutshell, that's what it is. Okay, the idea is the energy that you give out is what you attract, and you're like an antenna. So if you imagine yourself like a TV station antenna, okay, so you're sending out signals to the universe, to the world. At the same time, you're receiving and you're receiving signals and information back. So whatever you send out, that is the frequency you get yourself on. Therefore, if you're on a particular frequency, you'll get the same thing back, pretty much, right? So that's pretty much in a very simplified form way what law of attraction means. So if you put your frequency to the gratitude, so if you're very grateful for what's coming into your life or what it was already present in life. Hi Anis and hi Ty. If you're very present and very, very grateful for what you are, where you are at the moment and where you are and what you have and so forth. So if you're in an attitude of gratitude during the day or in that particular moment, you're on that particular frequency, and therefore you can only attract back and receive back whatever is on that frequency. So if you're on the frequency of gratitude, hell yeah, you're going to get positive things back. You're going to get more things to be grateful for. You're going to get more goodness back. Simple as that. Okay, so that's where law of attraction works out. So that's the reason why this is so powerful, and why you pick up any law of attraction book, any law of attraction guru, and the first thing they'll tell you to do is actually they'll tell you again and again and again about the notion of the fact that you need to be grateful. You need to have the gratitude journal. I mean, I'm not going to I have to refer to these things, but it's not something you can actually Google this. Okay, you can go on Amazon and you put in gratitude journal, and a whole list will come up. You pick up any law of attraction website, anything at all. The first thing they talk about is gratitude. So this is it's something that's that everyone will talk about because it's a basic knowledge. It is to get yourself on that frequency. Okay. And today, my gift to you guys is, today I'm going to talk to you about 10 ways that you can get into this attitude of gratitude regularly. And if you do this over a period of time, this will become your norm. This will become your dominant frequency. So instead of thinking about it, so for example, when I get up in the morning, I don't have to think about for things to be grateful for. Now, because I used to have a gratitude journal, I still do to some extent, but now I do regular meditations in the morning where I go into such a deep gratitude mode that I'm actually literally in tears. So when I get into my meditation state, when I think about things I'm grateful for, and by the way, the first two things everybody knows for me is my kids. So I think about my son who's next to me, my daughter, and things, and my health. When I start thinking about those things and what I have, you can't help but being in a state of gratitude. You just cannot help it. And that is the beauty of it. You when you get to that state. Now, getting to that state is not as an easy thing. I've been doing this for quite some time, and I've had a lot of difficulty. Matthew says, I have difficulty to be in gratitude one coin, even though it's giving me a big profit. All right, Okay, I'll come back and reply to that later, Matty. If I have time in the end, I'll reply to that. Otherwise, I'll come back and reply to that. But I think for you to receive good from anything, okay, including something like OneCoin or a Bitcoin or an investment that you have, you need to send a blessing, and you need to send love. So that's another topic, and it's a talk for another day. Today, I'm just giving you all the different ways that I have used in my ways to get into a state of gratitude, and which pulls me back. So each one of these tools I've used. So I'm human, okay? Things happen to me. People can be mean to me. People can be mean to me. People can say horrible things to me, and I do. Hi, my lovely. I don't know who M155PA is. Tell me your name so I can say hello to you, my lovely. So coming back to this point, I'm human too. I get derailed also. It's not that I'm always on the track and I'm always in a state of gratitude, but one of these things that I'm about to give you pulls me back very, very quickly. So I don't stay in a state of depression or of feeling sorry or annoyance for very long. I'm able to pull myself out very, very quickly. And I'm going to give you those tools now. They're very simple. And I remember my motto, I think there's power in simplicity. So keeping things simple is my superpower. I make sure that I keep everything simple so that you have simple tools. You have very, very powerful and effective ones, because cumulative, remember we're doing cumulatively. If you do or use at least few of these tools, a few of these things, exercises you do regularly, you will build up this muscle of gratitude very, very quickly. And therefore you're able to pull yourself out very quickly. Now, one of my things is, my go-to thing is, because every day in the morning I'm going to be in a state of meditation. I'm going to be in a state of intense gratitude towards divine source energy for everything I have, and that's the last thing I do also. So that's my ritual. Oh, hi Rasila, hi. Oh, Zoya. Oh, hi Zoya. Oh, Zoya, Razi's sister. Okay, hi Rasila and Zoya. Thank you for joining me, my lovelies. So where was I? So in evening also, I will get into the state of gratitude, of such intense gratitude that I will be bawling, literally crying my eyes out, and I connect with divine source energy at such powerful level that I don't do journaling. I'm being very honest and very transparent here. However, in the beginning, I did my gratitude journal regularly, and even though those of whom are my clients will tell you, one of the first things I ask you to do in terms of homework is your gratitude journal in the morning. When you write 3 things, start off with me. I always give baby steps. 3 things you're grateful for first thing in the morning. 3 things you're grateful. 3 things you received that you're grateful for in the evening. So I do it slightly differently, but that's generally my staple homework for everything I do. Everything, okay? Those are baby steps, and obviously you develop more from them. So that's my introduction into why gratitude is so important. I'm going to go and start talking about this. So have a pen and paper handy. I'm going to go through them very, very quickly. Okay, one of the first one is what I've already mentioned that I do and I still do regularly, and that's your morning meditation. So as soon as you get up in the morning, you're going to do a meditation. Okay, now there's so many guided meditations there. Thank you for my hearts and thank you for my thumbs up. Thank you, I appreciate that. There are so many ways for you to do meditation. If you need any help, if you need any guidance, ping me. I'll point you in the right direction. I also have a freebie for that as well, morning and evening one. I can give you that, or you can just put in some meditative music and do it. There's various ones on YouTube as well. So pick something that resonates with you and do it. 5-10 minutes first thing in the morning is perfect. Okay, so morning meditation is great. That's the first thing to do, and that's something that I still do. Okay, regularly. Second one is Wonderman. Now this is what I think most people miss. Okay, most people miss this. We literally are in this amazing physical world. We are these spiritual beings living in the spiritual world, and yet we see things in such a 2-dimensional way. We don't appreciate everything. We are too busy running from our work to our children, to our school runs, to our lunch time, to our businesses, whatever else. We miss out on the most important thing, which is wonder. And immediately having a childlike wonder. Stop for a moment and let you be amazed. Be amazed at how the bloody traffic lights work. Be amazed how the colors look. I recently shared a picture, and it has a beautiful sunset. And there's a quote which I put in for one of my favorite authors, Paul Coelho, which said, for there to be beautiful sunsets, you need to have cloudy skies and are required to have a beautiful sunset, something along those lines. And that is so true. So in your daily life, be in a state of awe. You cannot be in a state of awe and like, oh my God, this is so amazing, this is so beautiful, this is so wonderful, and be anxious at the same time. The tips I'm giving you are to break your pattern. So a psychologist calls this breaking pattern. So if you are panicking, if you're in a state of oh my God, stop for a moment and look at something which amazes you, which could be as simple as seeing a butterfly land on a flower, or the traffic lights, or how things work, and thinking, oh my God, cars and whatever else. Instead of stressing about it, you can actually look at it and think, oh my God, that's so amazing. My 7-year-old really inspires me all the time. He asks me the most bizarre questions every now and again. And he was like, Mommy, how does this work? And Mommy, how does that work? And I ask, why are you asking? And he goes, oh, just wondering. That's just wondering. So why cannot we be like this? And I guarantee you it will break your pattern. If you are stressed about something, if you are worried about something, if you are concerned about something, it will break your pattern. And this is important because why? Because law of attraction states, again, whatever you're sending out, you're receiving back. So if you're in a state of panic, if you're in a state of like, oh my God, stress, whatever, you're sending out that thought frequency, you're on that frequency, and guess what? You will receive back. Right? You're receiving more reasons to be stressed, more reasons to be worried, more reasons. Do you see what I mean? Do you see how powerful this is? Simple yet very, very powerful. You break your pattern, you get off that frequency, you look around and think, oh my God, this is just so amazing. This is so wonderful. Wow. Have these moments when you just like, when you are really, and this is a tip, by the way, for those of you who get into this panic mode, stop for a moment, look around and see, okay, this is really interesting. Oh, wow. My gosh, that's so amazing. Something as simple as looking at a flower. Oh my God, I find nature the most amazing, awesome thing possible. Creepy crawlies creep me out, right? But still, they are amazing to look at. They're amazing how the infrastructure works. And ants are amazing, for God's sakes, how they build their structure, how they build their houses and whatever else. That's another story for another day. But the point is, this will break a pattern. And at the same time, when you're in this state of, guess what you've done? Guess what you've done? You've changed your frequency from stress and worried and panic to wonderment. You're like, oh my God, this is so amazing. This is so wonderful. I mean, I'm playing around here for a moment, but you get the point. If you start looking for things which are amazing, which are wonderful, guess what the law of attraction will actually do? Give you more things to be amazed at. Give you more, like, oh my God, look at this and look at that, look at this and look at that. Okay, you can't help it. That's how the universal laws works. So that's another reason. And I've put that on a number 2 because I think it's that powerful. And it also will break your pattern, your current pattern, which I'm damn well sure you have, which is a state of constant fear and worry, especially when it comes to money. Okay, constant state of worry, or maybe it's just promotion, or if your health is in order, so forth. Could be a really good, powerful way to break your pattern, change your frequency and go on to completely different something else. Okay, so that's wonderment. Have a childlike awe. Third one is journal. I've mentioned this before that all my clients, this is something that I ask all my clients to do, and that is to have a gratitude journal. Okay, and in the morning, my recommendations to them is 3 things in the morning that they're grateful for. These are baby steps. 3 things in the morning that they're grateful for, which could be anything, and 3 things in the evening that they've received. And the receiving part could be, because I'm a money mindset expert, I always talk about receiving money, but you can mention anything you received. For me, receiving a hug from my son or my daughter is receiving. Smile from a stranger or from someone I care about is receiving. Seeing getting compliment is receiving. So whatever, okay? At least 3 things you received that day. That will do 2 things for you. 1, it will make you put in a state of gratitude again. Secondly, more importantly, it will make you a better receiver. I can't tell you how many clients I have who are really bad at receiving. They're great at givers. These are amazing. I mean, the kind of clients I attract are great givers. They are amazing givers, but they're very poor receivers. And if you're a poor receiver, do you know what that's going to do? You're not only going to be poor at receiving help from people and compliments from people, you're going to be very poor at receiving help from the universe because you're not good at receiving. And the law of attraction tells whatever state you're in, you'll get more of it. So if you're not good at receiving help or compliments or from people around you, the device's energy will have real difficulty helping you out and giving you help and support that you need to build your dreams. Okay, so this is a very, very powerful way. Again, very simple but very powerful. Okay, so where you are, thank you for my thumbs up, I appreciate that. So thank you. So again, where was I? I've lost my trail of thought now. Okay, so that's journals. Okay, number 4. be present in the moment. Okay, so be very, very, very present in every single moment that you're operating in. Now, a lot of people, we are so when working on one thing, we're thinking about things ahead. We are always multitasking, and psychology teaches us, and I know this from a number of journals that I've read as well. When you are thinking about the task at hand, and rather than thinking of the task at hand, you're thinking of the task that you're supposed to be doing. You are not doing either of them correctly. And from an energetic point of view, if you're not present in this moment, you are missing out this moment, because all you have is this moment. The past is gone, the future is yet to come. What you have, the only thing you have is this moment. And this is why being present in every single moment is absolutely key. Okay? And that also will mean that if you are panicking about future bills, if you're panicking about something else coming up, if you're panicking about a job interview, if you're panicking about a relationship issue, if you're panicking about your children, whatever you're panicking about, it's a future event. If you train yourself to be, living in the present moment, that hasn't happened yet, has it? And 9 times out of 10, the things we worry about don't happen anyway. We just stress about it beforehand. So we stress about things which may or may not happen anyway. And my philosophy is cross that bridge when you come to it. Literally, cross that bridge when you come to it. Let's live in the present moment. And the way to do that, again, this is also another something which will break your pattern. If you are in the present moment, you will stop stressing. Now, how do we get into present moment? Now, this is where breathing exercise comes in. Now, I've got here breathing here. Now, whenever I teach, whenever I connect you to the light, whenever I do energy clearings, I always do the 6-3-6-3 breathing method. You can do that anytime, all the time, whenever you want. There's nothing to stop you. Nothing to stop you. And that will stop you in your tracks. It will stop you stressing. It'll stop you worrying. And you'll find, Sophia said, thank you, Sophia. You find that when you have stopped in your tracks and you stop worrying about whatever you're doing and you start breathing and you concentrate on your breath and you concentrate in the present moment, things pick up. Hi, Mubashir. Hi, Shadi. You can see things from a different perspective. And also, what have you done? You've broken the pattern. You've broken your negative pattern that you're in at the moment. When you're stressing, the more you stress, the more reasons you have to stress. And when you do this, when you stop stressing, you behave and you are able to take an educated view of what's going on. Because when you're stressing, what you'll do is you go into panic mode and you make things into big monsters. It may be something small, which is an issue. When you're in panic mode, you're making into this gigantic monster, which is like, oh my God, how do I deal with this? When you stop and you take a breath, I'm like, okay, let's deal with it now. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you are centering yourself and you can actually, realistically see what an issue you have at hand. But more importantly, you've come off the frequency of panic and stress. That's very, very important. I mean, I keep going back to the energy mode because that's what I'm practicing. That's my forte. When you are on the frequency of stress and worry, you cannot think straight and you will attract more of it. If you break the pattern, start breathing and start being in the present moment and just really feeling exactly where you are. And the way to do this is to the breathing exercise and just feel things around you. Really feel. So, for example, when I get into that state, what I will do is I'll touch the table. So your physical senses are very, very. You remember the senses that your skin is very, very sensitive. Feel the table around you. Feel the clothes on your body. Feel your own self. If you can even touch yourself and just feel your own warmth. It's really, really powerful. It actually stops you from being in that panic mode and it helps you to calm down, be centered, and be very present. We ignore so much of our. Hi, Linda. Hi, Shadi sweetheart. We as people, we take our life for granted, and we are literally running from one to the next step all the time. You're awesome. Yes, when you're calm, you breathe and slow down, then you have better. Thank you, Mavisha. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's a really, really important way, and it breaks your pattern. Okay, and he gets you off the frequency of stress and worry, and puts you in the frequency of being calm, being centered, being aligned. And if you are on that frequency, guess what? You will get more of it. So it will actually break a pattern and it'll change your frequency. So maybe I should call this changing your frequency rather than gratitude. But anyway, I'll give you that's another very powerful tip. Okay. Now, so that's basically it's now the fifth one. Now this is self-explanatory, but I do believe now there's an old notion that's the nice guys always finish late, or the nice girls always finish late, or or finish behind, or whatever. This old foolish notion that's given out in the media for some reason. I don't believe that. I believe kindness is the best and the most powerful tool in the universe. It really is. Showing kindness to animals, to nature, to human beings is the best way to move forward. Now, when you're kind to people, when you're kind to people, not only do you increase the gratitude of the person who you're being kind to. So if there's somebody and you actually help them cross the road, or you find somebody and you help them if they're lost or if they need. I'm one of the people, because I'm a mom. I know how difficult it was to go up and down the stairs when I had a pram, when I had my kids. And especially in London, honestly, very few gentlemen who stop out there and actually help you with the pram up and down. So I'm one of those people, regardless of what I'm wearing, if I'm wearing heels or whatever the hell is, if I see a mom or someone who needs help with bags or trolleys, I'm the first one to say, do you need help, my love? And I'll help them. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll help them with the pram and the trolley, whatever. Now, what does that do? It makes a person very grateful for my help, and they show gratitude. But guess what? And this is it. This is something I keep always talking about. You can't give something without receiving. I can't get gratitude from that person without giving it back. So when she or he gives me gratitude, I receive it and I give it back. And therefore, I'm actually receiving and actually giving gratitude. You can't be grateful without receiving it. Do you get it? So when the person said thank you, I said, oh, you're welcome. Look which state I've just gone. That quickly, by doing something small, by being kind. Another one is when you see someone on the road. I'm a constant smiler. I'm a person who smiles all the time. So I smile at strangers. They may think I'm weird. I don't care, really. I smile at everybody, because I'm smiling at every single person all the time. It may be that they think, oh, what a weird person, because in London people aren't used to smiling. But having said that, it's the power of kindness. But the point is, I don't care what people are thinking about me. I'm not really your opinion about me is not none of my business. My kind of attitude. I am who I am. I like smiling. I like being kind. I use gestures very, my love, or is that okay, sweetheart, or whatever. I'm very affectionate, and I show myself to strangers. When I'm talking to people, obviously, within limits, of course. But being kind to people, it takes hardly any energy from you, but makes them grateful to you, and it puts you in a state of gratitude also. How powerful is that? Okay, so that's number 5. I better get through these quickly. Number 6 is increase your joy. Okay, now another one, really, really powerful one. Increase your joy. Now, most people are waiting for things to be happy. What's up with that? Oh, I'll be happy when I get this job. I'll be happy when I get... Hell no! Every single day should be full of joy. Every single day should be full of happiness. So find things to be happy about. Me, I get happy when I see my cat. For God's sakes, forget my children. When I get my hugs from my children, I get very happy anyway, right? But when I get happy when I see my cat comes and purrs on me. I'm like, oh, she's so cute. I'm full of joy and full of happiness, right? So find ways and find reasons to be happy. Find ways to show gratitude to divine synergy for whatever comes your way. When you're finding ways to be happy, when you're finding ways to be grateful, guess what you're doing? You're sending out the signal to the universe. I am happy. Give me more reasons to be happy. Can you see how powerful this is? I can't tell you. It's complicated because it's not. It's very, very simple. Keep it simple by showing gratitude, by showing being happy. Be happy for things, for small things. Okay. We're all going to go through episodes in our life when things are going to be weird, or things happen, function, whatever. Doesn't matter. Find every single day. You should find a reason why you're happy. Why find a reason to be joyful. And when you are, guess what frequency you're on? Guess what frequency you're on? You're on the frequency of joy and happiness. And guess what you'll attract? If you're on the frequency of gratitude, joy, and happiness, you have no option but to attract back joy, happiness, and more reasons to be grateful for. Simple, right? And this is things you already have. So, for example, for me, my cat purring on me, my daughter, coming and giving me a hug for no reason, or telling me something, or I don't know, one of my clients giving me a compliment, or one of my clients doing really well, or something, anything. Every single day should be joyful, should be happy. I find joy in little things, and I think that's really powerful. Yes, great things are, my business is taking off and other things are happening and whatever. I'm grateful for that. I'm very happy for that. But those are big things, and the happiness will last how long? you need to be able to find joy and happiness in small things. Make sense? Okay. So I hope this is making sense, and I'm going to rush through it. Hi, Samia. Hi, Suraj. Assalamu alaikum, Samia. Nice to see you, my lovely. Okay, we're on number 7. Really, really powerful. Okay, show your gratitude. Now, I talk about being kind, and you're helping other people, and people saying thank you to you. Also, show your gratitude. Now, I'm a big believer of P's and Q's. Being English, we do that anyway. We're taught to say a please and thank yous, but at the same time, generally mean it. Show gratitude from the bottom of your heart. So if someone does something for you, show gratitude. If someone is being kind to you, show gratitude. If someone does something, and this includes children, by the way. So when my children do something for me, if my son or daughter does something for me, if I ask them to do something, I ask them, say, please, can you do this for me? And when they do it, I say thank you. And I generally am. When they're happy with me, when they're when they're kind to me, I show them like, oh my God, that's so sweet, that's so cute, and I show them gratitude. That is powerful. What am I teaching them? I'm teaching them manners by my actions, by making sure I say my please and Q's. At the same time, I'm giving them gratitude and receiving gratitude back. See? Very simple. It wasn't difficult, yet it's very powerful. And the average person doesn't even think about that. They always just, paying lip service and saying, oh, thank you, just for the sake of it is not important. It's not valid. You can say, that's empty words. For me, it's actually feeling it. So when someone does something kind for me, I feel it from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's really sweet. That's so kind of you. Someone gives me a compliment. I say from the bottom of my heart, oh my God, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Hi, Suraj, my lovely. So I feel it from the bottom of your heart, and I feel that gratitude. I really, really feel that gratitude. And when I do, I say it to them, and then guess how powerful that is. I can't help but get it. I give them, I give them gratitude, and they give me love back, right? And that could be for simple things like, compliments for for looks or anything at all. Okay. If you notice that people give me nice comments, I go back and personally reply back to them because I'm showing gratitude, not because I have to, because I think, oh, how sweet, how kind of you. Oh, thank you. That's it. I received it and I've shown gratitude back for it. So that's very powerful. That's number 7. Okay. Now, this is what I've been talking about all throughout, okay? And this is very, very important, which is showing gratitude for wealth. Now, I've been talking about this all throughout, about the law of attraction, how the law of attraction works. So if you are in a state of gratitude, law of attraction cannot help but give it back to you, okay? And how do you show gratitude for your wealth? Well, you show gratitude for wealth 2 ways. Okay, 1, you should be giving a certain portion of it away. 2, and that's part of my cash flow mastery. That's a different story for another time. I'll talk about another day. But today, show gratitude for what you have. And you think about, instead of thinking all the time, I don't have any money, I don't have the money for the bills, I don't have money for XYZ, I don't have money for a new house, a new dress, or whatever the hell you think. Think, on the other hand, oh my God, I'm so blessed. I have so much money. I have more than enough money for this. I have more than enough money for XYZ. I have more than enough money for, my rent or my mortgage this month. I have more than enough money for my child. I can buy this, my child this and that. When you have, Julia, hi Julia, my lovely, and Julia, gratitude is amazing. Say it from the heart. Exactly, Suraj. So it's so powerful when you are actually, showing the universe and the divine energy. Like, I'm grateful for all the money you've given me. I'm super grateful for it. And show it. So when you get onto this frequency of being grateful for the money you already have, by the very nature of law of attraction, guess what you'll get more of? More reasons to be grateful for more money that you have. So more money will have to come to you. So gratitude, being grateful for the money you already have, plays such a massive role. For those of you who are concerned about the amount of, that I don't have money, I'm stressed about money, the best way to break that frequency, but all of the exercises I've just given you, but this is also very, very powerful when you actually are grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the fact that for one of my things is I'm bloody grateful for the car I drive. I drive a very nice car. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for for having the money to sending my kids to the school they go to. I'm so grateful for having the kind of life I have. I'm so grateful for XYZ. I'm grateful for everything. I don't sit there thinking, oh well, my legal career, I don't have that. What's the point? Think about things you're grateful for in terms of monetary wise, and send that gratitude attitude to the universe, and get on a frequency of gratitude for wealth. see the money pouring in. I cannot tell you how powerful this is. Seriously, guys, if you can take one thing away from today, and being a money mindset person I am, show gratitude for the money you already have. And if you want to be more powerful, if you want to take a step further, then what you do is you visualize the money that's coming to you. So for example, if you think that your target is to earn $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, so you will do what you should be doing is visualizing that money coming to you and show gratitude to divine source energy for that money coming, because the money's coming. If you set your intention towards it, if you ask divine source energy for it, it's coming to you. It's simple as that. It's a matter of time. It's going to happen, but it's a matter of time. So show gratitude already. And if you start showing gratitude for it already being here, guess how quickly it will get to you? That quickly. Okay, this is powerful. You doubting it will stop it in tracks. Simple as that. I mean, I have given this example before. It's when you put an order in, so when you put an order into the universe, like saying an order to the universe, can you send me $10,000, please? I want to have $10,000 this month. The universe goes, okay, that's fine. So Gull's put in this order for $10,000. Let me send $10,000 to her. Okay, so all the little minions start working, and they're about to send me $10,000. And then I think something, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna get that. Oh no, I don't think I will get that. Oh, how will I get it? I wonder if you forget it. How am I gonna get it? Who the hell is going to give me $10,000? Where the hell is that going to come? Guess what I just done? So that's pretty much me doubting, me having those doubts. I pretty much picked up the phone, called the universe, cancel the order. I don't want the $10,000. And the universe goes, okay, minions stop working. Gull just canceled the order. I mean, I'm saying it's a joke, right? But you guys get the point. When you visualize and you put the intention out there, you pretty much have put your order into the universe. You put it up, you pretty much ask divine source energy to do this for you. When you doubt divine source energy, will this happen? Can you make it happen? Will you ever make it happen? When is it going to happen? When you become impatient like that, you cancel the order. Okay, when you doubt divine source energy into helping you, divine source energy thinks, okay, fine, you don't have faith in me? Okay, fine. This is very important for you to know. So don't cancel your orders by doubting it. Just have faith. Just have faith. It will happen. Yeah. So that's a bit of a sidetrack I talked about, because me and money. I love talking about money. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, another one. So this is something that comes into my point as well. I'm doing another the 21 days thing this month as well, and we're on day 18. And today's journaling exercise that I've given to my clients there is about focusing on your well-being. Okay, so think about what health you have. So one of the benefits that I have, and I'm very, very blessed like that, I have to say, is that I do experience great health. Alhamdulillah. I have I don't have any kind of health ailments whatsoever. Now, every time I have a moment of worry, I stop and say to my universe, I know I'm safe and you got my back. And the more I do this, the more I see that I'm truly covered. Absolutely, Linda. Absolutely. You've hit the nail on the head. That is such a beautiful, beautiful comment. Absolutely. And so I'll go, yeah, really. Thank you, Siroj. I like to make it fun, right? So anyway, Siroj is in the exercise. So Siroj will know. I gave this journaling exercise today in my 21 days to 21 minutes manifestation. I can't remember. Oh, Magnanimous Vision, that's the name of the program. I do so many programs, I've forgotten. So in my Magnanimous Vision program, I gave this morning, this exercise for the journaling, which was write down everything you're grateful for. Okay, so everything that you normally take for granted. Now, one of my basic things is I never take my health for granted. Never, ever, ever, ever do I take my health for granted. I have great health and I have great skin. I've said I turned 40, so I don't look 40, whatever else. But that's besides the point. I have got great health and I absolutely am grateful for it. So this is what you should be, focus on it. Be focused on what benefits you already have. If you don't have great health, if you have some ailment, focus on the aspects of yourself which are healthy. So, for example, if you have pain in your arms or you have arthritis, focus on your vision, focus on your skin, focus on your hair, focus on something else. I am always in a state of gratitude for everything I have. I'm very blessed. Mashallah, 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 alhamdulillah. I do have great health. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And I'm very grateful for it. Okay. And there are many people who are very healthy, but they're not. That's what makes me sad. Don't take your health for granted. Think about all those people who have the health ailments, who have the diseases, who are actually born with disabilities, which are born with the difficulties and so forth. Why not show gratitude for everything you have? Now, I have dyslexia, by the way, so I was born dyslexic. So I have learning difficulties. Yet I never let that stop me, and I became a barrister. So I achieved a great academic grades. I got 5 A levels and at all A's at A level. So for those of you in the UK would know what that means. That's like a very academically able person, yet I'm severely dyslexic, right? So show gratitude. I am very grateful for being dyslexic, which means my brain works differently. I'm not the average person. I can't think like nobody else. I love to read, but I can't read the way everybody else does. I read differently. Show gratitude for it. Show gratitude. Focus on your well-being. Show all the things you're grateful for. I could sit here and moan about the fact that I have to, somebody can read a book in maybe 2 hours, and it maybe take me a week to read. Yet I had to. It doesn't not necessarily because I've learned how to do speed reading. So I made myself learn it. So you can develop skills. You can do things as long as you're in a state of gratitude and you're focused on your well-being. So take your health as a precious gift from divine source energy and cherish it. Even if you're not fully healthy yet, okay? Even if you have ailments, focus on aspects of yourself which are healthy, which are in perfect alignment with perfect health. And think to yourself, I'm so happy and grateful for my perfect health. Whatever, okay? This is powerful. This is what can do for you, and this is what you should be thinking, or you should be focusing on, because life can be beautiful. Again, what will this do? The more you focus on your well-being, the more you're grateful for your health, the more you're grateful for your perfect health. Guess what frequency you're on? You're on the frequency of gratitude towards perfect health. And guess what the universe will give you more of? Perfect health. It cannot help it. It cannot help but give you more perfect health. Is this making sense, guys? This is really powerful, yet very, very simple. This is not rocket science. This is not like, almost discovery, but this is something putting down into very simplistic terms, but it will focus, and it will teach you to be in a state of gratitude. Because the point of today's talk is to remain in a state of gratitude, to have the attitude of gratitude. And it's very, very powerful. Okay. So that's number 9, focus on your well-being. Really think about all the reasons why you're blessed in terms of your health, how, from your vision, from your eyesight, from your teeth, to your hair, to your physical health, example I gave this morning in the exercise was, for example, drinking a glass of water. Now, you may be surprised, why am I so grateful for the fact that I can drink this glass of water and do it easily? Do you know how many people there are who have kidney problems, who cannot drink a glass of water and actually, have the body process through it, have the kidneys deal through it and clean the blood out? Can you know that? You know how painful the person is? If you're not able to drink water because you've got kidney stones or whatever other problems you have, do you know how painful that is? The mere fact that I'm able to have about 10 of these, or probably more than that because I drink so much water, that's the reason, by the way, that's a good point of skin. To have great skin, drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. And yeah, so that's a question I get asked a lot often. Why is your skin so good? Anyway, I digress. The point is, being able to drink a glass of water and do so easily and have it work for you, it's amazing. I have exams soon this week coming, and this helping me to just not worry and be grateful for each moment and not beat it myself. Awesome, Mandy. I'm super, super grateful, my lovely, that you think like that. Yes, think, and tip for you, Mandy, just I'm digressing. Tip for you would be, think of your perfect exam results. Whatever exam results you want, whatever you want, okay? Think you already have it. I think I've got it. Divine Source Energy is going to help me. God's going to help me. Whatever your name is for Divine Source Energy, just think that's going to help me, and it's going to help me get my grades. And focus on your grades, getting the grades, not on the exam itself. Don't stress yourself out if that makes yourself. I hope that helps, my love. So where was I? I digress. I do digress, don't I? Hi, Ines. And hi, Elizabeth. Okay, where was I? Oh, focus on well-being. So we just talked about your well-being, so think about it. And I was just talking about how just drinking a glass of water is such a blessing, okay? And the last one, and I think I mentioned this right at the beginning of the talk anyway, is your bedtime routine, okay? Bedtime reflection. So when I go to bed, I do have this. I mean, I don't do this anymore, but I give it to my clients to write out 3 things that you received that day. Now, for myself, I do a morning meditation and do evening meditation. You're welcome, my lovely Mandy. So in the evening, what I'll do is I'll do just literally when I'm about to fall asleep. So after I've read my book, after I've done my, my prayers, my evening prayers, because I do evening prayers, I've done my evening prayers, I've read my book, I'm in my bed, about to fall asleep, I'll do a bedtime reflection. Okay, I'll do a reflection, and I'll go and be thankful for everything that happened that day. So again, showing an attitude of gratitude. Okay, and I'll mentally list off all the things that I've received, be it from hugs, from compliments, from everything that I've received, and especially all the things that I feel blessed about. And I'll just be in that state. So while I'm falling asleep, when you're falling asleep, your brainwaves goes from beta to alpha to theta. So when you're alpha, you're literally falling asleep, alpha brainwaves, and when you hit theta, you're actually in deep sleep. So that's obviously not going to be relevant. But when you're going from beta to alpha, that's a very, very powerful state to be in. And if you can stay in the state of gratitude at that point, when you're thanking God or divine source energy, or whatever name you have for divinity, when you're thanking divine source energy and being grateful for everything in your life, guess what state you're going to be falling asleep in? You're going to be falling asleep in the state of gratitude. Okay, and your frequency. So your frequency when you fall asleep, okay, that's it. You disconnect from the universe anyway in terms of attracting, because that's the attraction. That's when your attraction factor stops, because your spirit goes, and that's another talk for another time. But you're leaving at the point of gratitude. So what's the first thing that you'll find in the morning? The first thing in the morning when you wake up, you'll be first thing in the morning when you wake up, you'll find yourself in a state of gratitude back. Whatever state you leave yourself off, you find yourself exactly in the same state, because your brain waves have to pick up where they left off. So if you're a state of gratitude when you fell asleep, when you wake up in the morning, you'll still be in the state of gratitude. Okay, and actually, point of maybe I should do another talk on that. If you do astral travel, and that's another topic for another time, and all sorts of things you do, you actually protect yourself, and you are in a lot more, just say my word for it, you're in a lot more positive energy when you fall asleep also, which you're less likely to attract wrong entities and wrong things and wrong beings to yourself. So that's just another point. And if you don't believe in all of that, then then leave it for a time. You just take my word for it. You have better dreams. So if you don't believe in entities and all of that energetic things, then just know the fact that if you fall asleep in a state of gratitude, you have better dreams, and you do actually sleep better. It's scientifically proven. Psychology tells us this. People who fall asleep, who are in a state of gratitude, actually sleep a lot better, have a much better sleep. And there is an energetic reason for it too, but I'll talk about that another time if needed be, if someone asks me that question. But anyway, so that's a wrap, my lovelies. That's a wrap, and now it's more than I wanted. I wanted to have a half an hour chat, and I haven't talked by so much. I will be doing a clearing, energy clearing, for this attitude of gratitude in the ETC, Energy Tools and Clearing membership group. So if you want to be part of it, PM me or message me, and I think I probably have put a comments box somewhere, and we'll do it there. Otherwise, we will do this again. So we are going to be doing this every week, every Sunday from now on. I am going to be doing the lives in the group, because this is my safe space. I've had too many instances outside it. I quite like talking here, and I want to be providing a service to you guys anyway. So I hope to see as many of you as possible next week, next Sunday, for another chat. And I hope you found today beneficial, and I hope you found today's useful. And for those of you watching me on Instagram, thank you for joining me, my lovelies. I'll join you guys again, same time, same place, at 8 o'clock UK time. And until then, bye. Bye, everyone. I'll see you next week.